How are you? Happy Monday. Happy Monday, everybody. Happy Monday. Did y'all miss me? I know you missed me. I missed y'all too. Well, I didn't do a Memorial Day Motivational Monday. I didn't. And I just had a birthday on Thursday. I was on vacation. So I was kind of like doing me, but that does not mean that if you don't hear from me, you drop your healthy habits. Continue to be your healthiest self. You know, you're living your best life. I'm living my best life. We're doing this. And sometimes things just happen. We have good times. I had a good time. But anyway, I hope you guys had a good time too. Happy Monday. It's Motivational Monday. You are listening to the Brave Stars podcast. I am your host, Janice LaStar Simmons, and I am an advocate. I'm a survivor and I'm a breaker of chains. I'm breaking the generational curse of sugar diabetes and high blood pressure in my family. And those of you who are along are breaking these habits and generational curses in their family as well. Okay? Happy Monday. It's good to be back. I mean, I enjoyed myself. I had my little grand boy with me. My daughter was with me. My family was with me. I had a good time. But, and I was in the state of Maryland. But I'm back. And I was missing me some y'all. I missed y'all. I love y'all. And I care. So let's get this thing going today. Happy Monday. Let's go ahead and do our affirmation of meditation, okay? The affirmation of meditation is, I am committed to being my best, healthiest self. It is my divine right to love and respect my body. I am committed to being my best, healthiest self. It is my divine right to love and respect my body. I am committed to being my best, healthiest self. It is my divine right to love and respect my body. Say it. I am committed to being my best, healthiest self. It is my divine right to love and respect my body. I am committed to living and being my best and healthiest self. It is my divine right to love and respect my body. I am committed to being my best, healthiest self. It is my divine right to love and respect my body. Believe it. I am committed to being my best, healthiest self. It is my divine right to love and respect my body. I am committed to being my best, healthiest self. It is my divine right to love and respect my body. Be it. It is my divine right to love and respect my body. I am committed to being my best, healthiest self. It is my divine right to love and respect my body. I want you guys to say this affirmation today and throughout the day as needed and throughout the week, okay? And for those of you who are new here, you're listening in on the Brave Stars podcast. I'm your host, Janice LaStar Simmons. Subscribe, download, share, like me. Okay? And join in. We're breaking generational curses in our family of high blood pressure and sugar diabetes. Okay? I had something that I wanted to share with you guys today. And it's a question. The question is, what are the symptoms of cardiovascular disease for men and women? Now, men and women share the same, but there's additional ones for women that should be looked at. It says, today we're going to find everything we need to know about cardiovascular disease in men and women, symptom-wise, that is, okay? So, cardiovascular disease is the leading cause of death among women and men worldwide, as the symptoms of cardiovascular disease in women may be different from those in men. Misdiagnosis is not uncommon. By knowing the symptoms, women can recognize heart attacks and other cardiovascular events earlier. Symptoms that women need to pay attention to include abdominal pain, pain in the jaw, the shoulders, neck, and in the back, and in one or more of their arms, but also difficulty breathing, excessive sweating, fatigue, dizziness, and nausea. And then here it says, symptoms that both men and women receive are chest pain, pain in or weakness or numbness in the legs and or the arms, breathlessness, very fast or slow heartbeat or palpitations, feeling dizzy, lightheaded or faint, fatigue, and swollen limbs. So actually they're very similar. I think the only ones that are additional with women is the nausea. What else do we have? Hold on. Oh, excessive sweating, abdominal pain. Like saying pain in the jaw and the shoulders. That seems to be a couple of the differences noticed in the symptoms for this. Okay. But it says in both women and men, certain risk factors justify increased vigilance, such as diabetes, chemotherapy or radiotherapy, depression and stress, smoking, and physical inactivity. So, well, this indicates that your risk factor of cardiovascular disease is increased by your inactivity. And see, that's what I was trying to say. I want you guys to get a bit more active. I say a bit, but I mean active. I want you to get more active every day, at least 25 minutes of activity, you know, like exercise. Walking is good. Walking is the start of things, but you should be doing more than just walking. You should be jumping, doing some jumping jacks, get your heart going, your heart rate pumping, just jumping and smacking your hands up and down over your head. That increases your heart rate, and that's what you want to do. You want to exercise your heart on a daily basis, okay? Also, it says, they want you to recognize the symptoms and get yourself checked out by a physician, okay, people? Stop self-diagnosing. You can't self-diagnose yourself, you know, sit there and say, oh, but it's probably just, no, that's self-diagnosing. And unless you're a doctor, don't do this, because you make yourself wait to go to the doctor because you're telling yourself it's not that serious, and your body is giving you these signals for a reason. So pay attention to what your body is saying to you. Stop making excuses for why your body is doing something or why something's ailing you. Let the doctor tell you what's happening so you can catch it in early stages and not wait until it gets to such a stage that now there's nothing they can do. Like, there may be emergency surgery, but do you really want to do that? Why not catch it in the beginning? That's all I'm saying. Stop self-diagnosing yourself. Catch it in the beginning. It says another thing to know is high blood pressure often has no signs or symptoms, but routine checks of your blood pressure will help detect increasing levels of your pressure, all right? You can control your blood pressure by changing your day-to-day habits and taking medication if it's needed. So if your doctor has prescribed you some medication, definitely take your medication. And Get active. I cannot stress that enough. Get active, people. All right. This is treatment of high blood pressure requires ongoing evaluation and discussions with your doctors, especially if you have other medical conditions as diabetes. Now, I don't have diabetes, but I do go to the doctor and let them tell me about my levels, my pressure levels. Also take my pressure at home because I was going to the doctor about it and they had seen quite a few high readings, which caused them to suggest that I get myself a blood pressure machine so that I can check my pressure and pay attention to what times of the day, after what meals it might be that it goes up. They want me to monitor myself. I have been monitoring myself, and that's what caused me to be able to look at foods and realize how my body responds to different foods. So, like I said, I take this serious, I take my health serious because I want to be here. I want to live. Like I said, I just had a birthday and I feel 35, but I just turned 36. Anywho, we're not going to talk numbers, but I love you guys. It's Motivational Monday. Anyway, so here's some lifestyle changes. This is what I have for you. Here's some lifestyle changes you can make to help prevent or to help lower your pressure. Okay? Aim for a healthy weight. If you're overweight, that adds to your risk of high blood pressure. Don't forget the DASH program. I had told you about the DASH eating plan. That's something you want to look into. Exercise. Moderate exercise or moderate activity can lower high blood pressure. Some examples of moderate exercise are brisk walking, swimming, cleaning your house, jumping jacks, as I've suggested, and jumping rope. Yes, some of you know how to jump rope since you were kids. Why not try it again? If you're stable enough, you have to be good with balance. Don't be jumping around in the house or jumping rope and your balance is off, That's why I say, talk to your doctor about what it is you can do. Some of you are younger with these ailments, and your balance is fine. It's just that you don't really exercise anymore. Get yourself back active. Use it or lose it. That's how it goes. You have to do these things to get yourself healthy. If we don't use our bodies and use our, get our heart pumping and stuff, we aid in our demise. And you don't want to do that. Trust me. You don't want to do that. So anyway, get yourself a jumping rope or something. If you can, do the jumping jacks. If you can't do a jumping jack, you definitely can't jump rope. So start slow. Do these things slowly and make sure your doctor, your physician has given you the okay to do any of them. Set goals so you can exercise safely and work your way up to at least 150 minutes per week of exercise per week. That would be 2.5 hours per week. Like I said, about 25 minutes in a day, each day. All right. It says the next one is eat a heart-healthy diet, which is actually a balanced diet of vegetables, fruits, grains, protein, dairy, and oils. Cut down on the salt. Salt or sodium is added to many foods during processing. So limit your amount of salt that you add on. Limit it each day, okay? That may help you lower your blood pressure. Drink less alcohol. I mentioned this in a previous podcast, that drinking alcohol can affect your pressure. It can affect your blood pressure. So, for those of you who drink, men, don't drink more than 2 drinks in a day, and women don't drink more than 1 drink in a day. Okay? It says no more than one drink in a day to lower their risk. That's what that's about. And it says don't smoke. Smoking increases your risk for high blood pressure, cardiovascular disease, as mentioned earlier, right? I said that before, for stroke and for other health problems. If you do smoke, quit. That's all they have on that. If you do smoke, quit. Get a good night's sleep. This can also help in lowering your blood pressure. Resting, okay? Manage stress. Coping with problems and reducing stress can help lower high blood pressure. Now, I had mentioned the DASH eating plan. That's dietary approaches to stop hypertension. This plan, it doesn't require any special foods or anything like that. It's a flexible and balanced eating plan that helps create a heart-healthy eating style for life. For life. So it's just a new way of living and eating so that you'll be healthier. Okay, so that's what I want you guys to think of. Anyway, it says eating vegetables, fruits, and whole grains is part of the DASH plan. Eating fat-free or low-fat dairy products, fish, poultry, beans, nuts, and vegetable oils. Those are things to eat. I mean, if you're allergic to nuts like me, then you can't use that. But you can have bananas. Bananas have potassium in them like nuts do. Limiting foods that are high in saturated fats like fatty meats, full-fat dairy products, tropical oils like coconut, palm kernel, and palm oils. Those are the things that you want to limit in your diet, okay? And then also limiting sugar or sweetened beverages and sweets. That's another thing that you want to limit in your diet. So those were the things that I had for you today. That's the DASH eating plan. So I want you guys to consider beginning the DASH eating plan. And remember, it's all about being healthy. We want to have healthier hearts, healthier lives, and healthier bodies, you know. I'm just glad that you guys joined back with me today. Sorry about missing Monday, but it was a holiday. So much happened. I didn't have all of my equipment with me, and it just didn't work out with me trying to get an episode in there before I left. So, I love you guys. I mean, I'm hoping that you are loving and forgiving that I did miss a Monday, but it really wasn't intentional. It's just that the things were working against me and I wasn't able to get it out there for you. But it's Motivational Monday, and I'm hoping all of you are excited to be back. I'm hoping all of you had a wonderful Memorial Day weekend, long weekend. That was a nice long one, wasn't it? Well, especially for me, it was a long weekend because my company closed at a half a day on Friday, and then we had that Monday off, and I was on vacation. So I was going on vacation. So I had a great time. I had a great time. I am enjoying this life, people. I just only wish I can get others to want to enjoy their lives, because that's what it's all about. We only get one. Why not make the best of it? Why not have a healthy body to enjoy this life? You know what I mean? Because what's the sense of having vacation time if you're too sickly to do anything on your time off? You're going to use all of your vacation time as sick days? People do that. They do that. And that's why I say, don't sit there and self-diagnose yourself. I really want you guys that if you're having any kind of symptoms that I mentioned, those symptoms for cardiovascular disease, stop writing it off and telling yourself that it's something else. If you are not a doctor, please get yourself checked. That's all. Just get yourself checked. Love yourself a little more than your mouth, because we run our mouths at times. I'm not trying to make anybody feel bad. I just want them to love themselves a little more and keep getting their head that, hold up, I don't want to think it's this when it can possibly be that. Go get it checked out. Let the doctor say, oh, it was nothing, or you have gas, or, let them dismiss it as something minor. I'd rather you go and get yourself checked and the doctor says it was nothing than for you to miss it. And then when you finally go to the hospital because your body broke down in an area, you go to the hospital, now you need some kind of major surgery that's going to cost you an arm and a leg, or you need the operation and they don't want to give it to you because your coverage doesn't cover that kind of thing. You want to take care of yourself now before it's an emergency. I know people who've had issues that they've ignored in their life, and they waited until the last minute. And then when it was time, they told them the options of a procedure that they wanted to do for them. The doctor said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, say it's, we're going to give you a colostomy bag or something, it's completely reversible. As long as we do it in time, before it's time for, anything major happens, we can give you some little designer bags and, all of this good stuff. You put it off, you put it off, you put it off. Next thing you know, you're in the hospital because of whatever issue it was that they needed to give you the colostomy bag for. And inside emergency, it's not your doctor. Your doctor will come, but whoever is there as the doctor is going to take over and prevent you from dying. They're going to perform the surgery. Now there's no more time to be delicate. What I'm saying is, don't wait until it's too late. We have people with cancer. I know someone very close to me who had cancer and refused to go to the doctor. And they wouldn't go to the doctor because, well, their family was kind of against doctors, and that person hadn't been born in a hospital, so they felt that they didn't need to go to a doctor and see a doctor about anything because they were fine. So the situation got elevated. It was cancer. They didn't know it was cancer. They just figured, they were throwing in self-diagnosing. It's probably this because this aches here, or it's probably that, or it might be what I ate, or, they made a million excuses. By the time they went to the doctor to see what was going on with themselves, because now it could not be ignored. This was something that wasn't going away. It was painful. They found out they were diagnosed with lymphoma. That's a serious form of cancer that they said normally takes place in a 65-year-old person. This person was in their 40s, but they self-diagnosed. And they had their, family was helping self-diagnose them, Anyway, they were in stage 4. They didn't make it much longer after that. Not even a year. It was like 8 months after being diagnosed and taking every treatment that they could possibly give you for the cancer to get rid of it. It didn't go away. And then they started giving them, what do they call it? Experimental cancer treatments, which is different things that cause side effects, It caused a lot of side effects, but it didn't do anything to the cancer. The cancer was still there, and the cancer is what took them out. So that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to get in your head that it's okay to see the doctor. Let the doctor tell you there's nothing wrong. Stop trying to figure out everything for yourselves, Just don't do that to yourself. Make sure you check yourself out, whatever it is. It could be something minor, but that's a good thing. Let them tell you that it's nothing. Don't worry about it, Shanice. It's minor. Thank you. It's a good thing you came to check it, though. I mean, anything. You feel like, oh, I got a lump or something. Let me go check it out. Let them check it out. That's right. Let them tell you, that's nothing, honey. You're fine. And enjoy life. Enjoy yourself this lifetime. You understand? And now to bring it to a lighter note, it's Motivational Monday. I love talking to you guys. I hope I didn't make anybody feel glum, because I'm not feeling glum. I'm just feeling for people. I want you guys to love yourself a little more and do a little more for yourselves and for your health. Okay? And without these pep talks, we probably won't do anything. But you guys should be exercising, drinking half of your body weight in water. Yes, I'm going to tell you guys about this every episode. Drink half of your body weight in water. If you weigh 150 pounds, you are drinking 75 fluid ounces of water on the daily basis. Get yourself up to that number, that special number of yours, and work it on the daily basis, okay? Some days might be harder than others. Stop with the beverages. Lower them. Lower the beverage. Allow your beverage to be your treat for the day, for completing the amount of water that you needed to drink in, okay? I've been hearing a lot of naysayers. Oh, that's too much water. That's too much water. Your body is made of water. There's nothing wrong with you drinking that amount of water. And what you'll notice is that the more that you drink in your water, the half of your body's weight of water, and stop by a certain hour, you'll be able to sleep better. Your skin looks so much better. You know, no pimples and, what do they call them, dark spots, blemishes. I'm telling you, you will glow. And you won't run back and forth to the bathroom as much, because your body starts realizing you are going to be able to drink this water, maintain this water, use the water for whatever your body needs it for. And you'll be fine. You'll be just fine. Eat your vegetables. As they said in the DASH eating plan, that you want to eat fruits, grains, vegetables, and proteins. Proteins are meats. They could be in beans also, for those of you who are vegetarians. You can get your proteins in meats. You can get your proteins in fish. I get mine from fish. And oh my gosh, I had a good time. But anyway, yeah, I got to stop thinking of that. I get mine from fish. And love yourselves, people. Love yourselves. You got to. You got to just take care of what you have. Our body, this body that we have, is the only one we're going to get this lifetime. I don't know what you believe in, who you believe in, how you believe it, but believe me, this is the only body you're going to get this lifetime. Take care of it, because it has to last you a lifetime. And you don't want to have a broken down body and your mind is fine and you can't do anything but think thoughts and think about what you would have did and what you should have did and what you want to do and where I'm going to go. Well, I wish I could go do such and such like I always wanted. Take care of yourself and you can do all the things you always wanted. That's what I'm trying to do. I want to take care of me, be healthy, so I can do all the things I want to do. Anyway, I am enjoying this lifetime. You're listening to the Brave Stars podcast. I am your host, Janice LaStar Simmons. Please download, subscribe, share, save, like, and tell your friends about it. You know, get them to get healthy with you. You want to keep some of your people in your intimate circle. You might want to have them around for a while, but it's up to them if they want to be around. Share it. Let them decide if they want to be healthy, live a healthier lifestyle, get their exercise on, take their medications, get weaned off of their medication by their doctors, whatever their plan is. introduce them to the show, get them to download, subscribe, share. Tell them to start from the beginning. They can start with you and then go back to the beginning when they have a free day. Because I do the episodes Mondays, once a week. If they missed any, they can back up and backtrack and listen in. And you don't have to watch. You can listen in on iTunes, Spotify, Amazon Music, and look and watch on YouTube. Okay? I want you guys to have a beautifully blessed Monday. Take care of yourselves. And until we get to speak next week, I love you guys, and I enjoyed talking to you. Later, Gator.